Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MediaCom Stadium here in Des Moines. Welcome to the Central Iowa Sports Network. We're starting a little behind schedule. We're about 10 minutes late from our starting time. You haven't missed anything. Nobody has scored. A couple technical difficulties on our side that we have figured out. Hopefully we won't have any more issues tonight. It's Des Moines East. The Scarlets taking on the Des Moines Hoover Huskies. Hoover 17-2 last year, state semifinalist in Class 3A. And Des Moines East finished a runner-up in their district. They lost to Ames in the championship match to get to state in Class 4A. And the Scarlets look to have a good year this year. They lost their top two scorers, one to the transfer portal, one graduated. Des Moines Hoover, though, returned everybody. And the Huskies look good here this season behind Coach Jonathan Rubino, your 2022 Iowa High School Coach of the Year as well. And then on the other side for Des Moines East, that's Derek Loonsberry, 25th year coaching at Des Moines East. He's got the Scarlets right where they want to be. And we are in for a good one tonight here at MediaCom Stadium to get things rolling. Obviously, this is the first ever soccer game played here for high school. We played football here in the fall, but it's good to have a couple soccer games here on the schedule. Pass all the way over to the far side, picked up. Got to get my bearings about where we're at. Des Moines East is in white and Hoover is in black. The goalie will send this one deep. Again, I'll try to get you caught up on names here as we throw things out. East is going to the left side of your screen, trying to score on the left side of your screen. Hoover's trying to go to the right. This is Dulal with it here on the near side, who will then hand it off. Jesus Gomez with it here for a second. That one's knocked out, and it will be a throw in here for East, number 2, Javier Riveros-Ortiz. East, like I said, a big challenge this year to recover two of their leading scorers. Both leading scorers gone from the team, but still a lot of youth underneath and a lot of possibility for growth. In a 15-3 season, nothing to shake your head at. These are the two best Des Moines public schools in the soccer category. Hoover won the first and only matchup last season, 3-1. Before that, East had won 2 of the past 3. Back and forth we go. It was a fun JV match before we got going here. It was East that led 2-0. Hoover came back and tied it at 2 apiece in the last 10 minutes, and they ended up going to tie. No overtimes in that one. So East will kick this one away from the goalie position. This is Rohan Suba back for... Or excuse me, that was Stefano Tarakiza back for Hoover. I got to get my numbers straight. Amisi Bida is the Hoover goalkeeper, and for East on the other side. And it looks like we're going to have a corner kick upcoming for Des Moines East. So that is Bida in the goal for Des Moines Hoover. And Rohan Suba, I believe, is the goalie back for Des Moines East. And this will be a corner kick from Charles Matalatala. And Matalatala will try his luck from the corner here. Everybody starting to move in. Kick is on the way. It bounces around and back out to the other side. And it'll be a corner kick on the far sideline here for the Huskies. And let's see who they're going to have run it out. Again, the lighting a little tough. I don't have my binoculars with me tonight. I believe that might be Zalwa Abwe. Either way, the corner kick comes up short. It's picked up by the goalkeeper, and Des Moines East will try to go back the other way. It's a good night for soccer here in the Metro. Been a warmer day, currently 54 degrees. It was 29 degrees this morning, so it warmed up a pretty nice bit, but after the rainy, cold weather we've had the last couple days, it's a nice refresher. Hoover trying to set things up on offense. Abunga Cascile working his way downfield, and that's going to be knocked out. Again, pronunciation might be a little off tonight. Apologies. While we were running through starting lineups, we were so busy trying to get everything set, so I didn't quite get everyone's names and whatnot, but bear with us as we go throughout the night. That one's going to go far to the back corner, and it'll be a goal kick here for Des Moines East. The Scarlets look aggressive here early, and the Huskies doing the same. Near side pass over to Javier Riveros-Ortiz, And a whistle is blown. It'll stay with Des Moines East, and the Scarlets will be going back their own direction. Christian Villanueva there in the middle for a little bit, and it will be a kick upcoming by number 27, Eduardo Meza. Meza last season, not a ton of playing time, couple shots on goal. Did not score, but he did have 2 assists last year for the out of East jerseys in one spot. Hoover tries a shot on goal and a nice leaping grab by Rohan Suba. That kick is launched back. It's either Rohan Suba or Kevin Perez. I can't quite see the number. Now East has a chance at a breakaway, about 2-on-3. Calvary is led by number 19, Axel Contreras. I said East lost their top 2 scorers last year. Yandel Rodriguez, number 17, the junior. He is the 3rd highest goal scorer last year. 9 goals for him, 5 assists. He does return and will be a huge part of the East offense. He's the one standing at about the 25-yard line here for East. Far side battling for the ball. That's Camarena Cruz. And that one's knocked away for a violation, and it'll be a setup here for, I believe, Charles Montalatala. 20:54 to go here in the first period, still 0-0 between Hoover and East. What a booming kick. That's going to be a tough play, but picked up by the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper will get ready to set it out here. Again, it's either Perez or Suba. Try to confirm when we get a closer shot. A run out on the far side. Jonathan Thang caught up, has a one-on-one. Thang goes right back to his teammate, Cascile. And a whistle is blown. I believe offsides is the call, and it will be going back to Des Moines East. So the Scarlets, this will be number 27, Eduardo Meza. Kind of a weak kick, but sent back, and the goalie will send it back over to the other side. So confirmation, Kevin Perez is the goalkeeper tonight for Des Moines East, able to pick that number up. Shout out to our camera guys. East trying to go on a run out. That was Sale Shadeen there in the middle. Rodriguez couldn't quite get there, and they'll go right back over to number 21, Lucala. East trying to get the ball in their favor just a little bit more. Yandel Rodriguez sends it up ahead. This is a nice spot for Dulal. Dulal doubled. Tries to get it to the middle, but plenty of Husky defenders are right there. And East tries to reset. Contreras, shot on goal, goes high. Just misses the top bar, and it will be Hoover ball. Boy, got a good look at it. Take a look at the replay. Again, he got doubled up here, and then what looks like to be a dead goal possibility. Drops right back. Rodriguez hits it up, and a bomb by Axel Contreras misses just high. But a great look for Des Moines East, who has played a lot of defense so far, as Charles Matalatala checks out for Des Moines Hoover. So a goal kick not taken by the goalie will be sent upfield, and Hoover will battle for it. Javier Flores runs it up to Jonathan Thang. And back to defend is Kamako, the senior defender, and it will be a goal kick here for Perez. Kevin Perez last year, 71 saves. That's an 84% save percentage. Played over 1,000. Akayo. Akayo hits the turf, and a whistle is blown. Whistle is blown against Meza, the captain. And I think he's going to get a yellow card, and he does. So a little bit of contact. There's been a little bit of contact pretty much all night, and that time I think Meza just kind of lost it. And he is frustrated as he walks off to the side here. Was a big part of the offensive movement there up front, but good recovery, and it'll be a free kick here for Hoover. Still waiting to see who will kick this here. Ben Mosengo, the captain for Des Moines Hoover, he currently looks like he'll be the one to do it. Mosengo was the leader last year. The junior, 14 goals, 12 assists, and Javier Flores, 18 assists, 12 goals. Again, the top 3 goal scorers for Hoover last year all return for this season. A team that finished in the semifinals of the state soccer tournament, dropping their game to Xavier. Boy, they look like a tough match this year. Kevin Perez skies for that one off a header, and he'll take it right back for the Scarlets. And like I said before, Des Moines East, 1 game away from making the Class 4A state tournament. Fell just short to Ames in overtime in their regional final. A 17-2 record for Hoover last year, 15-3 for the Scarlets. Pass upfield, Scarlets want to run. That's Faume. Gets it knocked away, and Hoover tries to go right back upfield with it. Again, quite a bit of contact, but everybody looking for that advantage. 16:54 to go here in the quarter. Oh, nice pass upfield, and it will be too far, too good of a pass. Jonathan Thang was way out front. It's an offsides on the Huskies. So free kick upcoming here for Kevin Rodriguez, the sophomore. And Kevin puts his leg into it and sends it upfield. Boy, it got a good bounce. Chasing after it is Babanga. Back and forth we go. Hoover goes all the way upfield. And a turn and go. Jonathan Thang's been the guy to watch. Instead, it's a crosser by Javier Flores, and boy, he got a good chance at it. I guess you could count it as a shot on goal and away, and it's caught by Kevin Perez. Perez has been really busy. Meanwhile, on the other side, IAC Beta really hasn't done a ton or had to go too far. Scarlets had about one good offensive set. That time they miscommunicate on a pass, and now they're going to have to play defense. That's Carlos Rodriguez trying to turn it upfield, and he does save it. Yandel Rodriguez in within there. Hoover's got a chance. Couple turns and stolen back away by Elatite. Another free kick opportunity here for East. You could say Hoover's had the ball more over here, which they have, but the Scarlets have tightened down here on defense. So that free kick goes a long way, eventually picked up in the middle by Remy Sadid. And Sadie goes all the way down the field, another offsides call. Jonathan Tang, he keeps sneaking up there. He's trying to maybe get behind the line without the official seeing it, but to no luck, and East just keeps jumping on top of it. Riveros Ortiz up the field. Goes right to the middle of Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes right back up to the other side. I believe that's Jefferson Espinoza fighting there in the corner. That's out. Who are they going to give it to? It's going to be Hoover ball. East misses the chance at a corner kick. What I believe, I don't think we saw one in the first 10 minutes. I don't think we've seen a corner kick tonight from Des Moines East. A couple more substitutions. Axel Contreras Adam checks in for Abe DeLazzi. Adam checks in for Hoover. Defenses have tightened down here in the last couple minutes. Bonto Gay is in for Hoover, and he'll throw in here on this near side. Again, rolls out, this time it'll be East ball. Scarlets have definitely tightened up just a little bit here defensively, but their offense still searching for some rhythm as that ball is going to go right back to East. They thought it was out on Hoover. And back to the back line defender, Kamako. Back and forth we go. Ball sitting in between the 40s here. Has been for the last couple minutes in a way. Under 13 and a half to go here in the first period. Between Des Moines Hoover and Des Moines East. And a whistle is blown. That's a free kick for Hoover in a really good spot. And they want to set up an offensive set here if they can. Can't quite tell who's over on that far side, but Hoover's got a good chance here. Had a good free kick opportunity. Everybody lines up right about the 10-yard line if you're looking at it from the football side. Long kick, high and wide to the right, and that one is knocked out almost to the street by Ben Musengo. Had a good look at it, just a little too far to the right, and Musengo couldn't keep up with it. It's crazy because there's netting a lot of places around here because it kind of works out. Because where the football nets are for field goals in American football, it sets it up that most balls don't even leave the park. But one could easily leave the park and head out on the street, that's for sure. Again, here at Mediacom Stadium, the home of multiple Des Moines Public Schools now. This new stadium built up here on the campus of Drake University. Right next door is the Knapp Center. And right next door to the Knapp Center, you got Drake Stadium, the blue oval. It's good to be here at Mediacom Stadium tonight. Again, thanks for joining us. A couple of technical difficulties to start our evening, but we're trying to work things out here as the night progresses. A beautiful night for soccer here in the Metro. That ball is skied into the bleachers by Sale Shadeen. Another thing to think about, these guys are on turf. You know, you see a lot of soccer fields now, still mostly a lot of grass. Here in the Metro, it's starting to become a lot of turf, but for these Des Moines Public Schools, you know, just kind of a different factor maybe. Des Moines East plays on turf. Hoover's always been grass. We've been stagnant here so far, 11-13 to go here in the period. The last shutout in this series was 2021. Des Moines East took the victory 2-0. Had a thriller in 2022, a 5-4 win for East, and then Hoover won last year 3-1. And dating back to 2011, Hoover leads the series 7-5, so pretty even throughout. That ball is high and knocked out. Will this be a corner? Yes, it will be. So Hoover with another chance here. They haven't really gotten a look they've wanted so far tonight. A couple more whistle blows here. Let's see if I can see who's over here. I don't think they've put anyone over here yet. Up they will. It's a throw-in. Couldn't quite tell who it is. The header is too short. Right idea by Igulo Gerard, but Gerard was too far out in front of the goal. And East gets away with another good defensive hold on a corner kick opportunity. Seems like I don't see the nearest flag, but it definitely sounds like the wind is picked up just a little bit here. Near side ball, it's all East here on the near. Javier Riveros-Ortiz, he's covering that side carefully, and a whistle is blown on a violation by Hoover. That's going to be on number 21, Balichi Lucala. Ortiz will be the one to send this free kick away. East really hasn't had many shot-on-goal opportunities, so could this set him up here? Nope, he'll go short this time to Shadeen. Boy, great defense by Lucala. Lucala still fighting in there. And here might be a breakaway chance that they want. Nope, couldn't quite get it there. Espinoza had a chance. And Hoover's back line really doing well, but testament to their forwards as well. A high runaway, Ben Muscongo. And a beautiful save by Kevin Perez. Boy, it was dangerous. Musengo was flying down the field and couldn't quite get there in time. Nicely done by Kevin. I can see Coach Loonsbury down there telling his Scarlets, you got to move, got to run. Any advantage they can. Instead, they'll go right back to Perez to set something up. And Musengo was hunting him down on the near side. Scarlets with the chance on a breakaway. Over across the 50. Instead, they go upfield. Back and forth they go. Espinoza has it here on the near side. Again, Hoover's defense has been really good. Espinoza gets around one maybe, but a really nice recovery there by the Huskies to send it back, and back we go. A high run-up by Bonto Gay, and a whistle is blown. think it was going to be offsides anyway, so it'll be taken on the near side by the Scarlets with 7:57 to go here in the first period. So the Scarlets get another free kick opportunity from practically the same location that they did just a couple moments ago. And I believe, again, it's Ortiz. He's got a leg to him. Couple back moves. Masengo, ooh, that was a tough spot. Jumps into head and jumped on by Amisi Bida, the sophomore goal kicker. Both goal kickers, both Bida and Terakeza, are both sophomores for Des Moines Hoover. So they got some youth back there if needed. Big learning opportunity. Perez will handle it back in the goal as we eclipse 7 minutes to go in the first. Hoover's kind of quieted down here on offense. As I say that, they're trying to put something together here. But East defenders have tightened up just a little bit more. On the far side, that's Rodriguez. And they'll chase over to the far corner. Could not tell you the numbers when they go to the far corner. Not quite. Scarlet's looking for a runaway. Rodriguez has been everywhere there in the middle of the field. Instead, they go far side over to Contreras. Contreras doubled up. Open pass, kick to the middle. Ooh, nice save. I believe that was Baquindano Adino there in the middle for Hoover. That could have been bad for the Huskies. Ortiz sends it upfield. And again, almost a hit in the back of the head, but Hoover's able to clear again. Scarlet defenders all the way up on about the center of the field, and a injury timeout here in the middle. As that's Bato Gay, I believe. Sat down for a quick second, now he's going to hop up and head to the sideline. He wanted the whistle. He sat down to make sure he got the whistle and then able to walk it off. Looks like just either out of breath or something. A check out here. Lafame checks out, and in goes Christine Villanueva. And the junior comes back in. Clock continues a hold here. 5:51 to go, and it's a free kick set up here for East. Again, not many shot-on-goal attempts here for the Scarlets. Trying to pick that up here as we near the end of the first and into the second. Shadeen in the middle hands it right back over. Instead, they'll go to the back line. Maybe to help out, spread out the offense maybe a little bit more. Again, like I said, Hoover's back line has just been so good tonight. Rodriguez, good avoidance by the official. They go to the center, and two guys hit the ground. What's the call here? Boy, it was a collision between Villanueva Morales and Ben Musengo. And I believe we're getting a free kick here for East, it looks like. So this is about the best chance the Scarlets have had all night. And now eyes get wider for Amisa Bida in the back goal with under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. How does East want to attack this? Do they want to just try a big shot on goal, or do they want to play a couple games here? It looks like they may play a couple games. Shadeen's back there. Villanueva Morales is back there, and I believe that might be, I can't quite tell the other one. Hoover getting lined up. Big play here. Probably the biggest so far we've seen so far of the match. Kick is on the way, and it is off the top of the crossbar. Boy, a heck of a shot by Villanueva Morales, and he just mistimed it. And boy, Bida was lucky he didn't even jump for it. I think he knew it was either going to go over or hit the top bar, and it hit the bar. A runaway by Jesus Gomez. Picked right back up, and a run on the near side by Espinoza Dureris. Take a look at the replay here. This is lined up perfectly by Villanueva Morales, and you can see they play their games there. Who's going to shoot it? Who's going to shoot it? And I mean, just perfect. Beta, like I said, he didn't really react. I think he either thought it was either going to go high or he was just going to accept that it goes over his head. But, boy, a break by the Huskies on the best chance the Scarlets have had all night. Hoover has had plenty of corner kick opportunities, just haven't been able to convert. And Hoover sends a guy to a ground, or to the ground. That's Ebunga Kaskaili. And another free kick upcoming for East. Villanueva Morales. This time a little bit farther out for him, but he had a good enough leg. Maybe this works in his favor. 3 minutes to go here in the first period between East and Hoover. First match of the season for both these two teams. Villanueva on the way. Does he get a header? And it's just over top. Boy, a good shot at it. I want to say it was Gomez, but I'll wait till the number comes back around. It looks like it was actually number 19, Axel Contreras, who had a chance at it. Take a look at the replay here. Again, another good look and a backpedaling chance just too high. So that's 2 opportunities in the last 5 minutes for the Scarlets, who have seemed to gain a little bit momentum here. Boy, nice clear out by Hoover. That'll go all the way to the far line and roll out, and it'll be a throw-in upcoming by Carlos Rodriguez. 2 to go here in the first. There has been offense, but it's been a little lackluster, as it will be East ball. Hoover really wanted to get running. Rodriguez sends to the middle, and another good clear by the back line of Hoover. Scarlets getting in the middle. Villanueva Morales sends it over. Now Hoover wants to run. Adam got over to the far side. Now Hoover's got a couple numbers here. 4 black jerseys up past the 50. And a good slide kick out of the way. Nicely done by Sale Shadeen. And a whistle blown, and we got an injury timeout. Cramp over on the far sideline. Might be Sale Shadeen, I believe, over there. So his teammate will stretch him out over there on the far side. No need for a trainer over there. His teammate's got him helped, and that exactly he does. That is Sale Shadeen. So Shadeen will hop back up, and he looks good as new. So how about that? Good teammate there by Christian Villanueva Morales, and we got another stoppage. I don't think they were supposed to go anyway. Just over a minute left here in the first. Defensive gridlock here so far at Mediacom Stadium, our first game of the year. First game of the year for both teams. Hoover with another good chance. Bodies hit the ground, and it's just going to be a corner kick. So Hoover's had a couple chances here tonight, has not been able to convert, and they really, they haven't been close in a way. But they'll try their luck here with under a minute to go. Instead, they go short, and they want to go quick. Far shot on goal attempt, just misses. 2 guys were there, and I think it's a handball. Yes, it is. There was 2 Huskies that collided going for the ball, and a handball is the call, and that's the right call. Take a look at the replay. Again, they try to go quick. They center it, and they got a great look. But I can't tell who it was, but whoever the first guy that got there was, he hit it with his right palm. And with 7 seconds left, East is just going to take their time here. And the horn sounds for the end of the first period. Boy, defensive gridlock here so far at Mediacom Stadium, but East and Hoover battling it out in the battle of the Des Moines Public Schools. 0-0, 0-0 is your score. We'll send it over to our halftime show, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Big during our spring sales event going on now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Get up to $15,000 off MSRP on the new 2024 Ram 1500. Up to $5,000 off MSRP on the 2024 Grand Cherokee L. The 2023 Jeep Gladiator with up to $15,500 off MSRP. And the 2024 Ram HD Cruise starting as low as $53,990. Spring sales event going on now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. DeArmondAuto.com.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Hello and welcome to the CISN Halftime Show. We appreciate you watching. We hope you enjoyed your first half of the game. We're going to get you a quick halftime show here, go over a couple of our things from last year, look at a couple returnees from this year and their top stats. We'll also talk about our games in the upcoming weeks. Let's get right to it. Let's start out with taking a look at your girls soccer returnee stat leaders. Johnston was your defending state champion, that upset run for the Dragons, led by Isabel Balsley, and she comes back. She is now a senior for Johnston, 21 goals last season. That leads everyone at CIML. These are just the top CIML/Des Moines Metro School leaders. So see a couple Des Moines public schools and then obviously all of the CIML. Rachel Hansen, now a senior out of Valley. She had 14 goals last year. She returns. Olivia DeBoss, a senior out of Southeast Polk. She's back, 11 goals, along with 11 goals for Lauren McCoy. Now a sophomore out of Dowling Catholic, so a young rising star over there for the Maroons. And Taylor Mulligan, a senior out of Urbandale now. She had 10 goals last year for the Jayhawks. Taking a look at your boys soccer returnees, Johnston was also the defending state champion on the boys side. It's a sweep for the Dragons. They'll see if they can do it again this year. And there's quite a good couple good goal scorers back this year for both Johnston and a couple other big name teams. Jonathan Mendez, the junior now out of Dowling Catholic, 23 goals last year. He is back for the Maroons. Preston Kipnusu, the senior out of Valley, 19 goals. He returns for the Tigers. Kyron Pope, the junior out of Johnston now, 17 goals last year for him. Enrico Sartori Fernandez, the senior out of Dowling Catholic. He's back with 14 goals. And Andrew Heckenlabel, the senior out of Ankeny Centennial. He returns with 12 goals for the Jaguars. On the goalkeeping side, Victoria Spann, a senior out of Waukee Northwest, 10 goals allowed last season for the Wolves. She is back. Seba Niddle, a senior out of Des Moines Roosevelt, 13 goals allowed last year. And Lauren Knighty, a junior out of Waukee, she allowed 14 goals last year. She returns for the Waukee Warriors. And Hudson Porter, a senior now out of Dowling Catholic, just 2 goals allowed last year. This is minimum of 387 minutes. So that's pretty good for Hudson. He returns. Caden Lane, a junior out of Des Moines Roosevelt, just 6 goals allowed last year. And Alexander Poitin, a sophomore now, a freshman last year out of Valley, 7 goals allowed last season. He returns in a big way for the Valley Tigers. So there is a lot to be excited about this season for the CIML and the Iowa Alliance Conference. All of the schools here in Des Moines, we can't wait to bring you more and more coverage. We thank you for joining us for our quick halftime show. I'm Blake Walker. We hope you enjoyed the second half. We'll see you next time.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing Unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some weight. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
It's truck season at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Save on all new Chevrolet and GMCs. New 2024 Silverado and Sierra 1500s, both with 2.9% APR for 72 months. 2024 Equinox and Terrain, both with 3.9% for 60 months, plus up to $2,000 cash. And get up to $4,000 off MSRP on the 2023 Acadia. Save big this truck season on all new Chevrolet and GMCs at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. DeArmondAuto.com.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. And we have got a 0-0 ball game here at MediaCom Stadium. Des Moines East and Des Moines Hoover deadlocked at 0 apiece. And it is a pretty good night for soccer, getting down to about upper 40s right now. But overall, good night so far. A couple big plays. Des Moines East has had their fair share of chances here. Couple plays off the top of the crossbar, a couple free kick opportunities that just haven't quite worked out. But in a way, Hoover has been the better team, it feels like, offensively. But in the second part of the first half, you can see just a couple chances by East that just couldn't quite get down. But the Scarlets look like the better team near the end of the half. Take a look at another free kick opportunity coming up by Villanueva Morales. And again, just missing. I mean, a couple big chances. Hoover has had more shot-on-goal attempts, but I'd say less quality shot-on-goal attempts so far. Des Moines East has done a good job holding them at bay. We're still deadlocked at 0-0 here at MediaCom Stadium. We will step aside for one more break. We'll wait for the players to come back out on the field here, and we'll be back. You're watching Des Moines East and Des Moines Hoover here at MediaCom Stadium on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's Truck Month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New F-150s, best-selling truck for 47 years. Get 1.9% for 72 months plus $1,000 cash. New 2023 Escapes, 0.9% for 60 months plus $1,500 cash. 2023 Explorers, 1.9% for 60 months plus $750 cash. And the new 2024 Edge, 0.9% for 60 months plus $1,000 cash. No payments for 90 days on every new Ford during Truck Month at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to Mediacom Stadium here on the Central Iowa Sports Network as we get ready to go here in the second half of soccer. Back on the pitch, 40 minutes are on the clock. Des Moines East and Des Moines Hoover knotted at 0-0. Des Moines East will be trying to score heading on the right side of your screen. Hoover in black will be trying to score headed to the left side of your screen. A couple good shot on goal opportunities for both teams, but nobody's been able to quite break through. And we'll see what happens here in the second half. Again, this is a huge game to start the season. Two teams that state tournament caliber teams. And boy, for Hoover that didn't lose anybody from last year's team, really, this would be a huge win for East if they were able to pull it out, considering Des Moines East lost their two top scorers in 2023. But Hoover has looked good so far, looked good early. East started to really pack things together at the end of the half, but we'll see what happens here as we roll into the second half between East and Hoover. Hoover head coached by Jonathan Rubino, the 2022 Iowa High School Soccer Coaches Association Coach of the Year. He's one of the best in the state for Des Moines East, Derek Loonsberry. His 25th year coaching for the Scarlets, having a lot of success in those 25 years, including last year. So a goal kick up coming for Hoover, and it looks like it's Aldo Kamako, Maxim Babenga. So Babenga will have a chance here on a goal kick, and he'll send it off, and Hoover will try to set up here on offense. Charles Matalatala was there on the near side, and instead they'll run back over. Again, we'll see a couple new faces here on this near side. Camarina Cruz and a couple others there. And Hoover wants to run with it on the near side. A couple guys caught up, and a whistle is blown as number 11, Abel Matalatala, couldn't quite get a hang of it. I think he wrapped around an East waist. Eduardo Meza is back in for East. If you remember, he got the yellow card early in the first period. Did not see him the rest of the first period. So he's one of the captains, or at least listed as one of the captains. So he is a big departure of that East offense, and now they get him back. And when they started scoring a little bit better there, they set themselves up pretty nicely. Another goal kick here by the Huskies as we're about 2 minutes just gone by here in the second period. Hard, tough contact, fighting for the ball. On the near side, picked up by Charles Matalatala. Nice kick over out by Sale Shadeen. And a throw-in is upcoming. There is no ball. There we go. Now the ball's thrown in. Hoover will run the side here. This is Matalatala. Charles throwing in here. Near side ball, Rodriguez. He is the lead returning scorer that came back from last year's team, and another whistle is blown, and it's going to be Hoover ball on a free kick. I think Lionel Camarina Cruz got a hold of that one, and that's how the whistle blows. So a kickoff by Remy Sadid, or Sadie. Gives it away, and we got an East player hits the ground as a really tough kick to the shin. That was number 11, Abel Matalatala, and he hits him. Hit him in the shin. Is he going to get a yellow card? Yes, he will. Looked like they were just going for the ball, but he took a tough swing and just happened to catch Camarina Cruz's leg. Cruz went down in pain, but he hops right back up. And East will get a free kick here. Referee will write it down in his book, check the time, and we will get ready to go on a free kick here by Meza. He's trying to get his teammates to come up. They're really far back. I think Eduardo's like, I can't kick that far, but he'll wait for the whistle and he'll send it away. It'll rope the sideline, instead be picked up by a couple East defenders. And a race up the near sideline, sent right back to the middle. A couple Hoover players right there in the midst of it. Shadeen near side. Cruz fighting for it along with Charles Matalatala. Near side running up is Gerard. Gerard goes to the middle and a miss header, and this is set up perfectly in the middle for the Scarlets. They'll go to the far sideline to Ortiz. And back it up just a little bit more as they try to find it away upfield. Stop and go to the middle. Sadie was there. Rodriguez tried to run up and get it. He's been quiet so far tonight. Near side ball to Jonathan Thang. He had a couple good opportunities early, but was quieted in the back half of the half. That's Meza on the far line. Boy, he's everywhere. He was on the near side. Now he's back on the far side. Axel Contreras is there in the middle for East. And here comes Hoover on a possible run out. Matala works his way. Shot on goal, and it's picked up by Perez. Hoover Husky came flying in trying to take it away, and Perez sends it into the Metro Knight. Everybody get hands on each other. It'll be out, and it will be East ball. How quick do they want to go? If the ball ever gets picked up. I think that's on the east side of the bench. I was surprised they didn't help each other out, try to get the ball back in quickly. Shadeen somehow got it over to Contreras. And Contreras a little too far out in front of Camarena Cruz, and Hoover has it back. 34-37 to go here in the second period. No score between these two. In a match like this, it feels like one score might be all you need. But we've tipped back and forth a couple times tonight. It really hasn't been a huge advantage per se, and Scarlets wanted to try to run it up the field, and the official blew it and said, yeah, don't go that far, and it doesn't matter. Hoover takes it back. Javier Flores sends it up. Second highest scorer on the team last year. He's been quiet so far, kind of playing in that midfield role toward the forwards. Run up to the middle and swung back over. And out they go. Scarlet ball again. No real shot on goal opportunity so far this half. Hoover saves it from the out of bounds line. Boy, Hoover's defense has just tightened down here. They've learned something from that last 10 minutes where East had a couple opportunities. Shadeen trying to get it to the middle, right back to Shadeen, and he'll go more to the middle, and it's picked off and taken back the other way by Lukula. Or Lucala, and Lucala tries to chase it down, but it's all the way back to Kamako. Tang, far side, misses to the right. Kevin Perez, the goalkeeper, will kick this one right out from that back line, and it will be taken away by the Scarlets. It almost feels like in a game like this, a mistake might be what wins or loses the game for either team. Both teams have been so even so far. A nice pass upfield by Contreras, all the way to the cross side, and taken right back upfield, one-on-one opportunity and pushed away. This is Axel Contreras. Contreras out, and it is East ball. It's not quite a corner kick, though. This is a throw-in. And I believe that is Camarena Cruz to throw it in, and yes, it is. Cruz tries to center. Can't quite tell who's there in the middle. I think that's Rodriguez. That's the guy you want, but it doesn't work. Hoover is all over it and will try to come racing back the other way. Flores saved on the back line. Another collision. That's clean. There was nothing there. Both guys just ran into each other. Both players hit the turf. They want something. I don't know if they're going to get an injury. Ball is out of play as both guys are still on the turf. And over there, that is Ben Musengo over there for Hoover, and then over there for East, that's Aldo Camacho. Two players that collided at the same exact time. And Camacho, he needs help. He's limping pretty bad trying to get back up. And the same thing for number 10, Ben Musengo. Yeah, both players are right back to the turf. So we'll see if they can get helped out here. Both trainers are running out. We'll step aside for a quick second, and we'll be back. You're watching Iowa High School Soccer on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
With Holtz Plumbing and Heating. Did you know that your water heater is the hardest working appliance in your home? Depending on where you live, hard water and sediment can age out your water heater in as little as 8 years. Holtz stocks all the water heater options you would ever need, multiple tank sizes, styles, and very popular tankless options. Our plumbing professionals will deliver one to your home, remove the old one, and install your new one all in a day's work, even on weekends. For all your water heater needs, let Holt handle that.
So both players limping their way off the field, and Ben Musengo, not what you want to see for Hoover. He was their leading scorer last year, 14 goals, and boy, he is in pain as he walks off the field. On the other side, for East walking off the field, that's number 4, Aldo Camacho. And he was limping off as well, so Aldo last year, 1 shot, only played in 13 games, started in 4, so we'll hope for the best for those two guys, but boy, big loss for Hoover, their leading scorer from last season, now out for at least the time being, as the officials are talking with head coach Jonathan Rubino of Hoover. There was a good no call. It was just a simple soccer play. Both guys were going after the ball and tripped over each other, and it was unfortunate that it happened, but that's just how the game is played, as Jefferson Espinoza will check in a second for the Scarlets. Let's see, where is the ball? The ball is over at the 25-yard line if you're looking at it from the football field, and the Scarlets will throw in. Again, it's not based off the injury happening at the center field line. The ball just went out around that area. Scarlet's trying to take advantage. Tried to slice a pass down inside, and East has numbers here if they want to do something with it. But Hoover tries to collapse in. Instead, they go backwards. High kick skied in the air. If they can get a good header, ball's up and snagged down by Amisi Bida. Bida hasn't had to do much tonight. And he hasn't really kicked it a ton tonight either, so he's going to come out here. Let's see what he does. Is he going to, he'll plant his leg and send it off. Flores in the middle. Flores is now the guy to watch for if you're Hoover, or if you're East, because Flores is the guy, and they immediately go for Flores. He hits the ground. We'll wait to see if he stands back up, and he goes down. So I think they'll wait for him on an injury. They'll have to wait for a stoppage here, as he's trying to stretch out. Might be a cramp. Meanwhile, back upfield, Abel Matalatala tries to take a shot attempt, and Kevin Perez jumps on top of it, and the whistle will blow on the far side as a cramp for Javier Flores. Well, is it always cold weather's the cramping weather, or is it hot weather's the cramping weather? Couple of cramps tonight. Yeah, cold weather and hydration is the key, and Flores goes back down. I think the official's asking, can his teammate help stretch him out, but the clock was running and now it stopped, but yeah, clock has to stop for every injury. Let's see, weather right now, we're 49 degrees, and the wind is about 8 mile an hour out of an east-northeast wind. So Flores gets back up. He'll limp a little bit, try to work off that cramp. And I don't think we had any substitutions, but that's a sigh of relief for Hoover. At least you still got one of your scorers back in here. And actually, I think Flores might come out, and yes, he is. So Abdelaziz Adam will check in here for Hoover. And it's a normal goal kick, if you will, here for East. Carlos Rodriguez sends it up the pitch, and running after it is Babenga. And instead it's hopped on top of by Bita. Bita's got a leg. He sends that one far. It's picked up in the middle, and another whistle as down goes Villanueva Morales. So he got nicked in the shin, and he'll hop right back up. And it looks like he might be the one to kick here. He's had a couple good looks tonight, so don't be surprised here. East lines up. Kick on the way. They're going to need a really good header here. That one's knocked out by Hoover and picked up and trying to be bounced around by Axel Contreras. There's a whiff by a Husky, and Contreras has it here in a storm of Hoover defenders. Rodriguez trying to get back there. It's kicked out. It will be a throw-in for East, deep in Hoover territory. 28-35 to go here in the second period. Still no score between these Des Moines Public School rivals. Kick on the way, and that one's off and behind. I think that was one of those where you're like, we haven't gotten a shot up in a while, we might as well take a shot. And that's exactly what happened there. So Hoover will kick this one away. Hoover really hasn't had a breakaway chance, and a whistle is blown on number 8, Ebunga Keskali. Long pass upfield. Rodriguez was sitting there. They wanted a whistle. A lot of contact there. Instead, it goes right back to Contreras. Again, there's no flags around here. I can't tell how much the wind is picked up. Obviously, it's 15-mile-an-hour wind gust, but you can hear it on the microphone. Wind could be an issue here as we go along. Hoover's back line continues to pest the East offense. They can't do much. Now the Huskies have a chance on a breakaway. Is it going to be offsides? No, it is not. Abel Matalatala works to the middle. Cascali just misses to the left. Got an odd piece of it, and he'll be taken out by East. That was probably their first big, better breakaway chance. Good news for Hoover. Javier Flores, the captain and the junior, will jump back out onto the pitch. And they're going to need him here in these closing 30 minutes. So the goalie, Kevin Perez, will send this one out. With 26:47 to go. Boy, it's a good boot by Perez. Picked up on the near side by Yif Jefferson Espinoza. Instead, Hoover comes racing back the other way and taken right back. Flores will fight for it and send it right back over to Matalatala. This is Abel. Abel, not enough on it. Instead, he'll come to the near side. Possible shot on goal. Attempt goes in. I think it's an own goal. Yes, it was. But technically, Abel Matalatala is able to knock it through. And that is a goal for Hoover, and a yellow card. Looks like it might be given here to the Huskies. I don't know. He brought out one of his cards here. No, I think he was just writing it down. But either way, the Huskies are on the board, and I believe it's an own goal. So how about that? Let's take a look one more time here at the replay. Abel Matalatala has it here near the back line. He shoots, and it just bounces off an East defender. That's number 2, Javier Riveros-Ortiz. Wrong place, wrong time. And like I said a little bit ago, it felt like it was either going to take a mistake or something to win or lose the match. And the Hoover Huskies are on the board first. And one of the officials coming over and chatting with Coach Rubino, saying something. I can't tell what he was saying, but Hoover's got the lead, 1-0. And it wasn't pretty, but it gets the job done. And now the Scarlets, in a game like this feels tough. Somebody's play sheet came out? I can't tell. Oh, somebody's shin guard. Somebody's shin guard came off. And they can't figure out whose shin guard it is. Oh, we have a culprit. Abunga Kaskaili is going to come out. That's his shin guard. You're going to need that. Yes. I was going to say, it's pretty simple. Just look down. Who doesn't have their shin guard? But the shin guard has been placed back on. So, well, what a big score in the 26-19 to go. And now the Scarlets have to respond. Far side, Rodriguez chasing after it. Ooh, who was it last out on? It is Scarlet ball. Again, Des Moines East has had a couple chances down here. They try to center, a chance to the middle. It's tried to be cleared out. Hoover had a couple guys there, and now they'll race away. Javier Flores going to run after it. Kevin Perez comes all the way up to the 18-yard line if you're looking at it from the football side, and he clears this thing out. I mean, he went flying out there to try to chase after it. One thing's for sure, the temperature is definitely dropping. It's getting colder in here up in the booth. Well, that's true, the windows. Shout out to our camera guys out here. Run out, up the field. Ooh, tough collision from behind. That's going to be East ball. Official's going to bring him over and talk to, that's number 6, Remy Sadie. Both were going after the ball, and unfortunately, Yandel Rodriguez took the brunt of that hit from the back. And a free kick is upcoming for Eduardo Meza, who really has been quiet since that yellow card in the first. Kick on the way. Boy, it's a good one. Good header by Hoover to clear it out. Nicely done. Jonathan Thang and company trying to bring it upfield for the Huskies. Couple good moves by Kaskaili. Thang gonna run ahead and just can't quite get there. Goes out of the bound, or out of bounds, I should say, and we're under just at 24 minutes to go here in this one. Boy, an own goal might be the difference maker tonight. But still a lot of time left for the Scarlets, and a lot of time for Hoover to maybe put the dagger on this one. Another tough collision, and down goes Jonathan Thang. Again, they'll wait to find a good stoppage in play as Thang is down on the ground, kind of holding his leg. It looks like another cramp. Another guy hits the ground, and Jonathan Thang is down over at about the 31-yard line. Can't tell if they're going to wait for him to stand up. Yep, he hops right back up, and he'll run back on. A couple of those tonight. Sometimes if you go down, you got a little bit of pain, you might as well just sit and wait, try to get a stoppage. A couple shoes being tied on the field. I think it's a reset for everybody here. The clock did stop because it was a quote-unquote injury, so 23 and a half to go. Meza, who's got a leg, sends it deep. Boy, this is going to be interesting. Was it last touched by Hoover? No, it was last touched by the Scarlets, and it will be Hoover ball. Tesfaye Akio checking in for East, along with Danny Bocondo Andino for Hoover. And out goes Christian Villanueva Morales for East. Not that height really matters in soccer, but Hoover definitely has a height advantage. A little bit more lengthy, if you will. And an East player hits the floor. Took a tough collision there, and now it looks like number 10, Ben Musengo, is going to help out this East player here on the ground and stretch him out for a cramp. So there's a good show of sportsmanship by the captain, Ben Musengo. I can't quite tell who it is down there on the grass, but Musengo's going to help him out. It is an injury time. Yeah, the cold weather, it's not being kind to these guys by any means. But that's a good sight. Set aside the sport itself and helping someone out. I think it should be East ball, I think. Official's going to come in and check over with the trainer, see if the trainer needs to come out and check. It's about 22 and just over 22 and a half to go here in this half as Musengo helps out. That was number 19, Axel Contreras, down there on the pitch. So they get him stretched out. And I think it is. It's a throw in here on the near side for Carlos Rodriguez for Des Moines East. Ball in play. Musengo able to take it away. Flores right there with him, and now East wants to run. Back line kicked out by Kevin Rodriguez. Boy, that hit something expensive down there. I don't know. It sounded expensive, whatever it hit. Again, we can't see the bottom. The way Mediacom Stadium is built, we can see this upper section of seating, but we can't see the bottom section. It's a big stadium, I can tell you that. Everybody's sitting on the near side. There's nobody sitting on the far bleachers. But a good crowd on hand tonight for both these Des Moines public schools. Far kick all the way to the far side and chased down by Lucala. Lucala trying to turn, shot on goal, picked up and blocked by Kevin Perez. Nice save. It'll go all the way to the other side, and a throw in upcoming by, I believe that's Charles Matalatala on the far line. And Sadie's right there. Hoover's got numbers. And offsides. Too many numbers. Take a look at the replay. Somehow, some way, he got a good look at it over on the far side. I didn't think he was going to be able to turn it with his right leg, but Perez does a really good job diving and getting it out. An easier read, if you will, for the goalie. And a goal kick upcoming for the Scarlets. Three Huskies stand around as the Scarlets are going to have to do something. They really have not had really a good shot on goal attempt this half. And Dino on the near side fighting for it, and that should be a goal kick. Or excuse me, it is going to be a goal kick. I meant to say corner kick, but the official says it touched off a Husky last, so Scarlets catch a break. I don't think we've seen a corner kick this half, I don't think. All right, so a goal kick here for Des Moines East with 20-20 to go. A little bit of a slower second half here. A couple injuries derailed it. And then an own goal with 26:19 to go in the half is what separated this so far. Des Moines East, Hoover was one of their 3 losses last season. We got another Husky down here. That's number 14, Hanvier Bahati. And Bahati will limp over to the sidelines after he stands up. And Abel Matalatala will check back in for Des Moines Hoover. Rodriguez had it for a second in the middle, and now Hoover's got it back. To the middle, Flores. Flores has a lane and misses to the left. Had a good look. Not enough on it. And another goal kick upcoming here for the Scarlets. Checking back in. Jonathan Thang is back in for Baquindo Andino. Take a look at Flores here. You can see why, I mean, he's one of the better. Had a good look. Missed it to the left, but did it on his own. Between the skill, agility with the legs, and then the speed with the legs. It takes a lot for a lot of these guys. Scarlets obviously goals to get to the state tournament. Just missed it by a game last year. Des Moines Hoover made it to the state tournament in Class 3A. That is one thing we got to mention. Des Moines Hoover is just still a 3A school, while Des Moines East is a 4A school. And for Hoover, fell short in the state semifinals last year to Xavier. Rodriguez on the far side. He'll kick this one up the near or the far sideline. And Hoover will clear it out, but the Scarlets have a chance if they can get upfield here. 18.5 to go here in this one from Mediacom Stadium on the campus of Drake University. Ooh, tough hit from the back. No call. East goes to the near side. Carlos Rodriguez will wait and try to figure out where he wants to go. He'll go over to his teammate Espinoza de Reis. And that's knocked out. East ball again. Goalkeeper back there, Amisi Bita, he's been pretty quiet. Hasn't had to do much here in this second half for Hoover. He's on his toes here and now can back up a little bit as the Scarlets have trouble corralling it here. Just don't quite have the opportunities they had in the first. A couple good free kick opportunities set them up well. And another injury down over on the 19-yard line on the near side. I believe it's Cascali. I think he's got a cramp. And guess who's going to come save the day? That is Ben Bosengo. Again, helping work on his teammates. Well, so cramping has been an issue tonight. That continues. I mean, it's cold. It's the first match of the season, under 50 degrees. But in the spring in Iowa, that's about what you expect for soccer matches, about 50s, 60s, sometimes 40s to start. We're waiting for a substitution here, as they know that Cascali probably won't be able to come back in, and now the trainer will come on out. Always stay hydrated. That's your PSA today. Always stay hydrated. Also gives a good break here for everybody on the pitch, as they'll try to get him figured out. Again, most of the players actually going to come over here to the sideline and wait. A couple of the East and Hoover players actually chatting up together. As we await a cramp getting worked out once again with 17:41 to go here in the period. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. More good teamwork, sportsmanship as number 9, Tesfaye Akayo, helping out Abunga Kaskaili walking off the field there. I mean, when their schools are less than 3 miles apart, you'd expect they probably know a lot of each other in club ball and everything else, so no surprise there. Yeah, not very far away. Hoover's kind of hid back in the kind of forestry areas over by the river near Grandview University, and then Des Moines East right off East 14th Street at Grandview, near Grandview, the football team. Grandview plays over there at Des Moines East. But tonight they get to come over to Drake University and play some soccer. They got the shuttle bus treatment over here. That ball is going to go into the bleachers, so good luck to whoever has to go get that ball, because they're going to have to climb over some fences. Let's see, who's the throw-in here? I believe it's Hoover. Yes, it is, as we have 2 balls on the pitch, so we're going to have to clear that out. There we go. I don't think they cleared it out in time. So they'll throw in. Other guy hits the ground over there on the far side. I mean, these guys, in the moments, it looks like they're best friends, but on the pitch, when it comes to actual in-game action, they sure are aggressive with each other. Hoover's really getting aggressive here. They really want the knockout blow here to go up 2-0. And the Scarlets' offense has just kind of slowed down a lot here. Ball to the middle and going to come out. Mesa got a hold of that one. Sent it out too far. Flores works his way to the middle. Nobody's over there on the near side, so they'll swing it back out. Des Moines East, after tonight, gets a little bit of a break, and next week they will head back to East High School, where they'll take on Ames. That'll be a good one. I'm sure that was calculated. Obviously, it helps that they play in the Iowa Alliance together, but Ames was the team that got the best of them last year in the state championship regional final. And then they'll head to ADM to take on a big tournament play, I believe next Friday or Saturday, it looks like. And it doesn't look like they'll be back at Mediacom Stadium this year, so their only trip here to Mediacom Stadium this season for Des Moines East. We'll check with Hoover's schedule in just a few minutes. A couple guys hit the ground, and whistle blown. And it's a free kick opportunity here for Hoover in a really good spot. No yellow cards or anything, just a tough collision that is going to work out in the favor of the Huskies. So we'll see how they play this. All right, under 15 to go. Free kick upcoming here. Javier Flores and Ben Musengo, the top 2 scorers for this team, line up for a chance at a knockout blow here in this one. And it looks like it's going to be Musengo. He's got plenty of jerseys over there on the far side near the net to possibly head this one in as East stands in line ready to guard this one away. Ready to take a hit. Musengo instead hands it off. Flores shot on goal, misses to the left. Boy, that was really well set up. Was able to bring away the front 4-guy line by East and instead faked him out, but just short, and the Scarlets are hanging tough here. Take a look at the replay. It's all set up for Flores, and he had a gap, just couldn't quite fit it in. Nice play by Hoover. As for Des Moines Hoover, this is pretty much their home stadium. They always play here. So Hoover, every home game will be here at Mediacom Stadium. except for it looks like a Marshalltown game will be at Hoover High School along with Fort Dodge later in the year. They actually come back here on Saturday and will play in the Des Moines Hoover Varsity Boys Soccer Tournament against Des Moines North Perry and Dubuque Hempstead. There's a couple tournaments this season. There's another one on the April 13th. Pella, Dubuque Senior, and Roosevelt come to town. So, a lot of chances to come watch Hoover here at Mediacom Stadium. 13:04 to go here. The Scarlets are going to have to tighten up here on defense or figure out offense here because time is running out. Free kick upcoming for Sadie, one of the captains. It's a good boot. Flores gonna work his way over and just caught up by one of the Scarlets. Instead, they'll go to the middle to Adam. Far side picked up, Jonathan Thang. He's had a couple good looks tonight. He'll race around the corner, play a little bit of defense, and go right back out to Maltalatala. East is there to cover. Boy, good look, possibly upcoming here by Musengo. He hits the ground. East is able to hold on defensively. East going to try to run out with it. Villanueva Morales goes over to the far side to Shadeen. East really hasn't had a shot on goal opportunity here tonight in the second. And good defense by Hoover forces East to get away. And they'll try to send it back the other way, or at least clear. Axel Contreras up the side. They're trying to bait the ball out. Instead, it's picked up. Near side. Two guys hit the ground. What's the call? It's a penalty kick upcoming for Des Moines East as two guys hit the turf. Oh my goodness. Take a look at the replay. I can't tell who that was. I think it was Axel Contreras who went down, and I can't tell that there's another Hoover player sitting on the turf. Is it Contreras or is it Villanueva Morales? If we could have one of our camera guys maybe zoom in on who has the ball here. I think it's Villanueva Morales, but it depends. It's all going to depend on who takes the shot. This looks like Sale Shadeen is going to be the one to take it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has changed. Sale Shadeen is going to be the one to attempt the penalty kick. And on the other side, you have Amisi Bida, who's playing in his first varsity game. No pressure for the sophomore. So it's Shadeen versus Bida, with a chance to try to tie this one. Boy, what a moment this could be. They're going to try to wait and see what happens. 11:23 to go. Shadeen will try the PK. Shadeen, shot is good. We're tied at 1. What a play. What a nice shot by Sale Shadeen. And Bida was just too late. Too late to react. Take a look at the replay. He just didn't really have a chance. As Shadeen gets it right to the far right corner, just a little effortless. He sort of thought about going to his right, and by then it was too late. And just like that, we are tied at 1. And East, who really showed no offense here in this second period, catches a break on a penalty. And we are tied. How about that? Sale Shadeen. So now Hoover's got a chance. Tied at 1. That one's off the head of Flores. We got a one-on-one upcoming, and it's too far out in front. Kevin Perez jumps on top of it. Oh, my goodness. I can't quite tell who it was out there, but he got way too far out in front. I think it was Sadie. He just a little too aggressive for it. Speaking of aggressive, now everybody's going to get aggressive. Whistle blown. It's Des Moines East ball. If you thought they were aggressive here, now they're going to get aggressive. Take a look at the replay. I mean, it bounced off, I think, Flores' head, and then it just got too far out in front of him. He didn't expect it. Now all the way downfield. East has a chance. Rodriguez comes flying in. It's kicked back out by Hoover. Flores, 1 on a million. Sends it upfield, and racing after it is Sadie. Carlos Rodriguez all the way to the far line. And it's out. And it is East ball. 10:09 to go. Boy, action picked up pretty quickly, didn't it? Flores working hard on the far side. Ooh, who's the call? And it's a goal kick. Flores wanted a corner so bad. He didn't quite get it. And a goal kick is upcoming. Well, our JV game ended in a tie. We should have known this one would come down to it. East led 2-0 in that game, and with under 10 minutes to go, Hoover came all the way back and tied it. Obviously, don't go to overtime in JV. There's a whistle on East, and now we'll go back to Hoover. So just past the half line. That one is sent deep and offsides. Not really a chance there. Good job by East to hold back. Well, do the Scarlets have another run in them? Because that first run didn't really even seem like a crazy run anyway. And it's getting cooler, so, you know, cramps might tighten back up again. You never know. Long kick. Headed by Musengo. Picked up by Shadeen. He's got to be feeling it here. All the way down the pitch, and Hoover will throw in. You can tell stamina is settling in. The guys are starting to slow down just a little bit. Trying to really settle in here. High throw in. Flores with it here on the near side, kicked out. Hoover remains in possession. Carlos Rodriguez was the one trying to kick it out. Near side runaway. Cascile. Kicked away by Mesa. And let's see, does Hoover get it back? Yes, they will. Cascile, far side, hits the ground or tripped up. Mesa has it here with under 8 to go, and it's knocked out, and it's East ball. As it goes over the fence, somebody's going to have to go get that. I don't think they ever went and got the ball that's sitting over in the bleachers. I still see it over there, so let's see if that gets left. A throw in that doesn't work. East just threw it right back out. Now Hoover has it. Flores on the far side. He was able to turn it earlier. He turns it now, and it just misses to the right. Boy, Perez, he was not set, but he catches a break as it just slides past the goal, and it's out. So, again, I'm not really sure how Flores is able to turn this, but somehow got a pretty good look at it. And we have 7 minutes to go. I hope you stuck around. Things have gotten interesting here. We're tied at 0-0, 0-0 at the half. And now here's a breakaway on the far side. This is Kamako. Kamako to the middle. A couple Hoover Huskies are sitting there, and they'll go right back the other way. Cascile's there. Now Hoover's got a little bit of a breakaway. They go out in front. That one's cleared back upfield. Nicely done by Javier Ortiz. He'd love to see a win tonight, so that way they don't have to think about the own goal. I'm sure he's glad the PK happened. A turn. Nobody's there. Hoover chases it back down. That's Charles Matalatala. And that's kicked out. East ball. 6:08 to go. Throw in by the Scarlets. East playing up, Hoover playing back. Carlos Rodriguez is calling for it, or excuse me, that's Yandel Rodriguez was calling for it. Whistle is blown, and it's Hoover ball. No. Is it East ball? Time is called. Where is somebody down? Oh, I see. It was right in front of me. So somebody's down. Another cramp injury. And this time it's Christian Villanueva Morales helping stretch him out. So it is East ball. I thought it was Hoover ball. So Villanueva Morales, the junior, will be the one to kick here. He's got a good leg. He was the one that knocked it off the top of the bar. So Beta better be ready, because this could get interesting. Just over 5.5 to go here in this one. And Villanueva Morales, the junior, kick on the way. Straight line, and the field goal is good, but not the goal. A little too high for that one. I just realized the goalposts are turned around. That's interesting. Well, we're still tied. Under 5.5 to go. Flores upfield. Oh, they might have numbers. Cascile waiting in the wings in the middle. They center it. That should be Matalatala. I think it is. That might be Abel over there. No, instead that was number 11. Yeah, that was Abel Matalatala. So it's East ball. Hoover thought it was their ball. More collisions on the far side. Everybody's colliding. East tries to clear, and it's Hoover ball again. Getting down to it. 4.5 to go here in this one. That's a good throw in. Flores in the middle. Flores turning. Shot on goal, drops in. It just bounced off the cleat of Kevin Perez, and Javier Flores has given the Huskies the lead with 4:20 to go.
Goal scored by your captain, number 9.
Boy, what a play. Flores. What a play. Take a look at the middle. Javier gets it in the middle. And, just Perez had the right idea, but his leg that was kicked out caught the ball, and it drops into the goal. And the Huskies take the lead with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. He was second last year on the team in goals scored. And this year, he's already in the scoring column. How about that for the captain? And now, all pressure is on the Scarlets with 4:20 to go. All our scoring has come here in the second half as well. Masenga in the middle will go near side. Jonathan Thang. Again, Hoover's not going to lay back. They're going to keep aggressive and try to really get this thing in a position where East doesn't get it easy. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're just going to kind of play around a little bit. Whistle is blown on East. Again, you're going to get aggressive here. Under 4 minutes to go. And again, Hoover, you can see they're taking their time. I mean, they're not going to give any free minutes here to East with 3:27 to go. Kick is on the way. Perez will catch it. I mean, my goodness, that was almost a goal. I mean, Perez was right there. Bobbled a little bit. Scarlet's got to go. Villanueva Morales upfield. Hoover's trying to clear, and it should be a throw-in by East. 3 minutes to go. You're going to get about one shot at it based on how this game has gone. Bumper cars for Espinoza down on the far side. Hoover tries to clear upfield. Instead, it's grabbed away by Carlos Rodriguez. Rodriguez centers to the other Rodriguez. Rodriguez fires and misses high and wide to the left. That's about as good of a look as you're going to get. Substitution. Adam checks in. And out goes Abunga Kaskaili. Yeah, why is the clock stopped? What's up with that? It's not home cooking because Hoover's the home team. You'd think they'd want the clock to run, but the clock did stop there for a second. Flores, you know he's going to stay aggressive. To the middle. All the way upfield. Jonathan Thang. Thang on a race out with Rodriguez. To Flores. Javier's going to play a couple games. Somebody just hit the turf. That's number 27, Meza. He's down with a cramp. Shot on goal goes high and misses for Thang. And the whistle blows with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left as Meza goes down with an injury with 2 minutes. He just dropped on his own, so it is a cramp again. It'll be a goal kick when we come out of the quick break here off the cramp. One of the trainers comes running out. Should have had a cramp counter on the screen tonight. It's been... could be an advertisement. could do that. Luckily, only really happens in cold weather or really hot weather, but it's been one of those nights. It has been cold. There's another cramp. Oh, we got cramps everywhere. We got a cramp on the 35. We got a cramp on the 48. We got a cramp on the 11-yard line. All right, well... Oh, we got 4 cramps. We got a cramp on the 50. And we got another one down on the 46-yard line. They're dropping like flies out here. Well, yeah, you want to be, but that's one thing. You want to be up. Yeah. Yeah. If you're moving, it helps you out, and a couple more guys are up. Our original stoppage was for Meza over there at the 11-yard line with 2 minutes here to go. Yeah, it could be there just stretching. So Meza's going to hop up, and he's actually going to hobble out to the sideline here. He just went down by himself. Nobody was around him. He might have just turned an ankle or something, but not what you want to see for a captain as he'll be helped off the field. Again, there is 2 minutes left on the clock. East is going to have to make a furious rally here. And if not, Hoover is going to have their second win in a row against the Scarlets. And boy, it was in dramatic fashion. Kick on the way by Perez. You hate to see that slight miscue by Kevin earlier because, man, he's had a pretty good night. Keep an eye on the clock. East trying to run up with it. Jalal is in the game here for East. That one's out. Whose ball? Well, we don't know yet. I think it's Hoover ball. Substitution is in. That's Ben Musengo. Checking in for Hoover. And it's a throw-in for Hoover with 1:37 to go. Kick upfield. Again, they're just trying to waste time. They're going to take any quote-unquote shot attempt they can and waste all the time that they can. Ball in the air. Villanueva Morales, he's had a couple good looks tonight. Just hasn't been able to complete them. 1:15 to go. Tang with it here on the near side, or Thang. Just trying to waste time. Adam with it here in the middle. As East will come racing after him. 1 minute to go here in this one. You're going to have to start sending prayers down the field here if you're East. Jalal not quite there. Instead, here's Yandel Rodriguez. Rodriguez not enough there. Rodriguez, the leading scorer, returner from last year, lost their top 2 scorers, so they're trying to recover here. But, I mean, against an East team, or against a Hoover team that didn't lose anything from last year, They lost 3-1 to them last year, and now looks like it will only be a 2-1 loss. I mean, you got to think the Scarlets have played well and should be a big factor here in Class 4A the rest of the season. Another guy struggling with the cramp down there at about the 22-yard line. 11 seconds left. They're probably just going to let this thing play out to the whistle. And in the first game, home game, here at Mediacom Stadium for the Hoover Huskies, they're going to get the victory. 2-1 is your final score. Des Moines Hoover defeats Des Moines East 2-1 in a thriller. No score in the first half, but in the second half, at 26:19 to go, Abel Matalatala had the goal on a own goal, technically, by Javier Riveros-Ortiz. With 11:23 to go, Sales Shadeen, the penalty kick, tied it at 1. And then with 4:20 to go, the captain, Javier Flores, knocked in the game-sealing, game-winning goal for the Hoover Huskies. And they come away with the win, 2-1. They move to 1-0 on the season, and East falls to 0-1. I want to thank everyone on our production staff, Randy, both our camera guys. We appreciate everyone for watching, and we say so long from Mediacom Stadium. I'm Blake Walker. Thanks for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.